#gospel with Steff
Mogrz.
Headline news whenever you news.
Soup, Steff, it's Birds of Plane. It's me.
And it's Morgz.
Now it's time for the headline news. 88.7 FM WEHA. As you know, well, if you didn't know, Molly Music is actually about to come out with a new album on June 17th called Molly Is. Finally, he's been taking, 4 years doing it. Mm-hmm. He was my favorite my favorite male gospel singer.
Absolutely, especially Yahweh. Oh, just took me in.
Yahweh. All the glory belongs to you. All the glory belongs to you, oh God.
Yay, God.
Woo! Woo! No. Both of us had you better have it. We both had our voices on point.
I love that song.
Jesus. Jesus. I'm just saying, I got a choir at my church that you need to. Jesus, I'm a choir director. I'm sorry, I heard that. Y'all see the way she did that? That caught me off guard, Morgz.
Stop.
Jesus.
Moving on.
She's really turning red. That's the funny part. Well, anyway, Molly Music is actually, this new album is actually not necessarily a gospel album.
Mainstream.
It's mainstream. It's more what you call an inspirational album, so to speak. And we've seen a couple of gospel artists go that route. I mean, look at BB and CC back in the day. And who else?
Yeah, BB and CC.
Well, a lot of people have done that. But anyway, of course, whenever you go make the transition from gospel music to quote-unquote secular music, you might have some critics. And, Isaac Carree just recently did an interview where he came to the defense of Molly Music. Not that he necessarily needs defending, but he came to the defense of Molly Music. So I want you to hear what Isaac Carree had to say. And if you don't know who Isaac Carree is, he is a gospel singer who also sings background for Kirk Franklin. He's also been a lead singer for Men of Standard. He's also sung for John P. Key. And he has the hit songs In the Middle. And then recently Clean This House with R. Kelly. So check out what Isaac Carree had to say in defense of Molly Music going secular.
Atlanta's own Isaac Carree. What's up, man?
Hey, man. Talking about this Molly Music interview that he did about going mainstream. And I totally understand where he is. I can appreciate his honesty and his transparency and his boldness to step out on faith and do what God told him to do or called him to do. He's absolutely correct, KD. There is an unspoken ceiling on gospel music. It is not because God hasn't called us to launch out into the deep and do great and mighty things. It's not because there aren't enough people to take it to that next level. It's just not enough people that support gospel music as a whole. And let me give you an analogy to help people understand where I'm coming from. Any gospel artist can go to a church, and the pastor can bring them in, or the music department can bring them in. It'd be 10,000 people at the church. It's a non-ticketed event. The pastor in the church makes it free for the audience, so it's 10,000 people there. Let's say they raise an offering. Concert's amazing. People are blessed. People walk away. People walk right out that door and walk right past the product table and won't buy their CDs. So if you won't buy their CDs in the church, what makes us think that you're going to go to the stores and buy it?
Wow.
That's one analogy. Let me tell you another analogy. Another analogy is this. You could take a gospel artist to the same gospel combination. You could have 5 different gospel artists to the Atlantic Civic Center or the Fox Theater here in Atlanta.
All right.
Put a $25 ticket on it, and you won't have 500 people there paid.
Wow.
So what happens is when we don't support each other and support the genre, it dies. Does the message of Jesus Christ die? Absolutely not. But it stunts the growth of where the creativity and the creative artist can take it.
Right.
And somebody like a Ty Tribbett, somebody like a Molly Music, even myself, James Fortune, Tasha Cobbs, we're limited based on the capacity of people that come out in droves to concerts or go to the stores in droves and buy the album. Like, for example, the Billboard Award had 11.5 million people watch it on Sunday night. We can't get 5 million people to watch the Stellars. We can't get 5 million people to watch Celebration of the Gospel. We can't get 3 million people to watch Sunday Best. I understand Molly's plight. Am I frustrated about it? Absolutely not. Because I think everybody's not called to do that.
Okay.
I think he's trying to broaden the audience so that more people can understand. And he's writing and doing his music in a more creative way. So I support him 100%. Anytime you put a dollar sign on anything, it's not just ministry anymore. It becomes business as well. The gospel is free, but ministry costs. Bishop Jakes just wrote a book. He didn't just go to his church and every church in America and promote his book.
Right.
He was on Arsenio the other night. He was on Good Morning America. He did something with Oprah because there's a bigger audience than just the church.
Wow.
And once we realize it's bigger than just your church, there are 3 billion people in the world. What makes you think that your 5,000-member church is the only one that know God?
Wow.
Until we touch the world, our job is never done. Sometimes artists secretly deal with these issues on, God, what's next for us? What's the next move? We do a whole album with 12 songs, and people go and buy that one they like.
Wow.
And then the rest of your album is dead. What's next for us?
Wow.
You know, but when we get opportunities or platforms to speak on it, and not that we're bitter or upset, but it's just to expound and help people understand, oh, I get it now. Because I believe if more people would understand our plight, they knew where it came from. So I support Molly, man. And he's already started the movement. He was on American Idol. He's doing great things for God, just in a bigger platform.
So that was Isaac Carree in defense of Molly Music. Not saying that he needs defending, but that's Isaac Carree doing an interview where he's defending Molly Music's move to secular music.
Oh, so many mixed feelings I have.
Come on with it, Morgz.
I mean, this is definitely true, but the key thing that stuck out to me was when Isaac Carree said, the gospel is free, but ministry costs. Like, what? To me, I get it, because unfortunately we live in a world where to get around you need money, whether it's just going to the place you're about to perform.
Right,
you need money to get into the gas, whatever.
Right.
I know CDs and stuff, the cost of that, the funds from that can help fund a lot of different things to support your ministry. So I definitely agree with that. Mm-hmm. But charging, it was just a very potent quote. And I don't know how to feel. I feel like that girl on Mean Girls was like, I have so many feelings and I don't know what to do.
Well, I would say he has a point.
Right.
In the fact that he's saying, you're getting mad at Molly for going in the direction where people are actually going to back him to help him get his message out, support him. Because guess what? At the end of the day, he's still the same Molly. Right. He's still Christian. He's still going to say Jesus when he feel like it. Mm-hmm. I mean, unless he's like the type of person to try to tone that down. I don't think he is, though, honestly.
Well, if he wants to be a part of this new mainstream, he gonna have to, right? I mean, I
wouldn't say that. I mean, because he's always made songs. Like the new song we're about to play called Beautiful, his new single. He's always made songs like that, in my humble opinion. I
mean, personally, if I had to say Jesus less, I wouldn't be able to be in a new genre. I'm not saying that he has to, because I don't know.
I don't think so.
But I'm saying I couldn't, because I feel like that's compromising, and no, absolutely not.
But Isaac Carree had a point where he said, you're getting mad at him for going to this place where they're putting these budgets behind him to help push him out there, give him a great video, get him on American Idol, all these places to, promote and get the message out there. You're getting mad at Molly for getting in that position, but yet y'all won't put him in that position. When I say y'all, I mean, let me say we won't put him in that position. Yeah. The saints, the fans of gospel music. Isaac Carree made a very good point. He said that when they have the things at the church where it's for free,
but the CDs are in the back,
you walk right past the CDs and won't buy them. You know what I mean? And if, say, we do have a concert, you have like 5 gospel artists on a concert in a hall or something, and the tickets are maybe $25, and you can't even fill it up.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, then I feel like, and please do not tweet me mean things after I say this, but I feel like, just like he said, once you put $1 on it, it's now a business. I mean, then perhaps that shouldn't be your business if you're constantly looking, if it's a hardship to get the money. I feel like if God laid it on your heart to do this, then he's also going to provide a way. You shouldn't be upset that you can't get money for it. Like,
so you're saying don't go mainstream, just stay And
listen, you gotta do whatever you gotta do, Bill. I don't know what God told him, but I'm saying as far as a whole, I just see like if it's gonna be that much of a hardship, oh no, people ain't gonna buy my CDs. I can't do it. I can't. Well, then maybe you should. Maybe that shouldn't be your livelihood if it's causing you that much stress.
So do it on the side, but have another livelihood in place.
I mean, that
makes sense.
That's what Morgz would do if I was in that predicament. Because I feel like if we're talking about Jesus, why would he want you to be so like, oh, I don't know how.
Well,
I mean, a struggle is a struggle is a struggle is a struggle. So, like I said, I have a lot of feelings, and I just want.
Okay, well, I'll put it like this. I'm a radio producer.
Right on.
I do radio. I've been doing radio 10 years. I've been professional for 6 years. And radio is my livelihood. That's my main 9 to 5. It's what I do. And I do other things to make money on the side, like DJ and host events and make video advertisements, all that good stuff. But here's the thing. A lot of times who I'm DJing for and who I'm making advertisements for ain't the Saints. Mm-hmm. Even in radio, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not just doing things just for the Saints.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's the livelihood thing. Now, it's different when it's music.
Right.
It's so different when it's music. And I used to, back in the day, my thing was I was trying to make a livelihood out of doing music. Mm-hmm. And it didn't work. And I was doing gospel.
Yeah, I remember the menu.
Yeah. Oh, Lord, here we go. And it didn't work. And I mean, of course, it could be a plethora of things. Is that a word? It
plethora?
Could be, maybe your music just is whack. Okay. But then again, maybe it's good and it's just hard to make a living doing the gospel music thing. And I remember having a conversation with another respected artist, gospel artist in this area. And he told me that, you know, if you really want to do this from your heart, the music thing, don't make it your livelihood. Like,
right.
Have another livelihood so that you can have the freedom to truly minister the way
right.
you want to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to go and ask the pastor, like, be hunting the pastor down for my check because I get a check from my other career, like, every single day, every single week. You know what I mean? So I can just come to the church and minister on Sunday and be free to minister. And when I go out here, you know.
And if you happen to acquire money, then you happen to acquire money. If you don't, then you don't.
Right. And so when he had, I don't know if he knows this, but when he had that conversation with me, from that moment on, I switched my whole game plan up and said, I'm going to have a more concrete focus as far as, a more concrete career choice. And I went right hard into radio. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And with radio, you know, I'm doing the same job, whether it's secular or gospel. I'm producing. I'm still producing. I'm still announcing. And it's the same thing. So,
I mean, when he said, like, I just can't get over the whole ministry, when you put $1 on it as a business, that just makes it, to me, that makes it sound like really worldly. And I probably sound like I'm like real, like, churched out. But I don't care. I just feel like when you say business and ministry, I feel like if that's your focus to just, and I don't know gospel artists personally like that, but even again, I don't, you know, that's between them and God. But if it's the business part to just make some ducats is your main focus, it's bound to fail anyway because it's not in the right.
The reason why I said what I said about me doing radio, even though I switched the radio specifically so that I would not have to have a conflict of interest when I'm, you know, doing ministry in the music, still in radio, like I said, I'm really like deep into the gospel radio, but I also do other radio stuff that doesn't have anything to do with the Saints, right?
Yeah.
It's the same profession, it's just for different people.
Right.
Same service. A lot of people see, and I'm like having all this gas in my throat from drinking this soda.
Yeah.
I don't like soda that much, but I'm drinking it because I'm thirsty.
Okay, like you can get water.
But I'm saying a lot of artists see their music as the same way, like it's a service. Like,
oh, okay.
So it could go either way. It could go music, like singing is singing, whether I'm singing gospel or singing secular. Music, singing is my profession, and so it shouldn't matter what which way I go. Look at her face when I say, listen, I'm not saying that's right. I'm saying that some people see it the way I see radio, where it's like, okay, I'm still pushing the buttons, and whoever's paying me to push the buttons, that don't have nothing to do with me.
Right. Well, I mean, I like this. I like topics like this because it gets the brain juices flowing.
Brain juice.
And I mean, I think we should explore more into this on a different day as well. But this is, I don't know. I have a lot of feelings. I don't know what to say. It's a sticky topic, obviously. But not even just amongst, it's just a sticky topic amongst, I think, the Christian community, at least the Black church community. I can't speak for any other community, but
well, guess what? You're listening to Hashtag Gospel with Steff Mogrz. You see how we get down. We keep it all the way real with you.
We keep it real, like real food,
brain juice, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
88.7 FM WEHA, Stellar award-winning gospel radio station, a South Jersey's own 24-hour gospel station, your favorite gospel radio station. Super Steff is a bird to plane. It's me.
And it's Morgz.
It's Hashtag Gospel with Steff Morgz. Keep it here. We'll be right back. And this is Molly's new song that we've been talking about.
I love it all.
It's called Beautiful. It's Molly music. And
I love his runs. I didn't like gym class, but I like his runs.
It's a blessing to see people